Shalom guys, today I'm cooking dinner for me and my family. So today we'll be having lamb, mini garden herb parmesan potatoes, and some street corn. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me to make that. As I try to remember how to make it, I'll teach you. Okay, we are going to start it off by cleaning our meat. So I'm going to put our 2 pieces of lamb in the bowl with some water and apple cider vinegar. Hold on, I need a second to open that. I do love making this meal. I've made it a couple of times. I made a video on TikTok with it, but now you guys get to see me as I make this meal. So we're just gonna put that in. Add some water and add a dash of apple cider vinegar. If you see my TikTok video, I actually added too much in that one, so we're just definitely gonna add less. And then water, and we're gonna let this sit and clean. As we let that lamb clean, I'm gonna go ahead and show you everything I'll be needing to cook this meal so that we can get through this video and I don't have to tell you every time I'm using it. So starting off strong, we need garlic. I believe this garlic is used in... No, we actually just use this garlic for the potatoes and for the lamb. Next up, we're going to need mayonnaise for the street corn. Liquid smoke for the lamb. Uncle, don't get mad at me. I don't have a real grill, so we have to do liquid smoke. But this does help. We're going to be using Worcestershire sauce. If I'm saying that wrong, don't make fun of me. I know it. Everybody says it wrong, okay? I'm trying. Next, we have Parmesan cheese. We're going to need this for the potatoes and for the street corn. We have complete seasoning. We need this for the lamb. Black pepper. Lamb. Yeah, that's just for the lamb. And then we have Brazilian steakhouse. This is also for the lamb. Butter. We need butter for everything. We next have the corn, a corn for each of us. That's our side. And then we have the potatoes. So I buy these at Food Lion, but I'm not sure where else they sell these. Which, of course, you can just go get mini potatoes and then do it up. But they have this nice pack and it comes with the seasoning. Of course, I add more. But it comes with the seasoning and they're already little and they come together, so it's great. And you can do these in the microwave. It's a lot easier for me. Next up, we have some aluminum. I grabbed the wrong foil. Okay, that's not the foil we need. We need aluminum foil. So give me a second. Here we go. This is what we need, aluminum foil. I also use pink Himalayan salt, but that is in this cute little container. So we have our pink Himalayan salt, and that should be all we need to cook this dinner. I am going to do the lamb pan-seared and in the oven to finish it off. No, I can't grill. I can't, I'm sorry. But it would be best on a grill. But this seasoning mix that I do, that was great for lamb and steak. You can do it for both. And then I advise you grill it, but for the people like me, pan sear it and then oven. Okay, so for this part of the process, it will require a lot of hand washing. Yes, you're gonna have to touch raw meat. I know a lot of people will rather wear gloves, but you know, don't have that right now. So we're just gonna go in with our hands. So we're gonna start off by just kind of, we let it sit for a while and now we are going to wash it out. See, all that blood. Yeah, we don't want that in our meat. So now we're gonna wash this off thoroughly. This how I wash my meat. You want to get as much of the apple cider vinegar off as you can, but it does add a little flavor. So that's what I clean my meat off with. Just don't add too much because the taste can definitely overpower. We're now going to start adding our seasoning. So I like to start with the Brazilian steakhouse usually. We're just going to sprinkle this on there. When I said sprinkle, you know, get it in there. I'm going to bring y'all in a little closer so you can get the real. Now I'm going to add some complete seasoning. I don't need much of this since I put the Brazilian steakhouse. You don't need much of anything once you put the Brazilian steakhouse, but I still like to add some. I'm now going to add some salt and some black pepper. Then we're going to go in with the Worcestershire sauce. Y'all, that's the best it's going to get. I ain't stuttering, so I call it fine. And then a little bit of liquid smoke. This is for a grilly flavor when you ain't got the grill. Now we're just going to rub this into our meat. We have 2 pieces here to divide into a 4-people household, so that's fun. Now you're just going to rub that in, flip it, and do the other side. Make sure you get in all them little corners and creases because you don't want any bites that aren't flavorful. So do that. Alright, I am now going to add my garlic to both sides. Ew, just ew. I do wipe down all this stuff when I'm done because ew, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do if you want to eat, okay? My mom loves garlic, therefore we love garlic, so we use quite a bit. You obviously don't need this much garlic, but it gives it a really nice flavor, so you know. As I let the seasoning sit on the lamb, I'm going to start making the corn so that I can show you guys how we make our street corn. Before I open this corn, I'm going to start off by paring some, because you know the corn definitely needs something to sit on. Now we can get to the corn. This process can definitely get messy. I do have pre-peeled corn. Don't fight me, okay? Now we're gonna go in with some butter and lather up the corn a little bit. Not too much, not too little. Just, you know, follow your horse's desires. Okay, starting off with the butter, we are going to lather our lather our corn. There's probably easier ways to get this done, but you know, I'm gonna take this route and we're gonna stick through. So we're just going to lather this up, and then you're gonna do the same with the mayo. I'm gonna go very, very light on the mayo. I don't want a mayo taste. Do I know the purpose of the mayo? Not necessarily, but this is how my mom taught me. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go very light with the mayo and do each side. And because I can't tell much of the difference between the mayo and the butter, you know, we'll be alright. So now we're just going to turn and do the next side. And then repeat. Mayo. And turn. Oh, I really do not like too much mayo. I don't want to actually be able to taste the mayo, so this is very, it's something. All right. Now for the fun part, we go in with the cheese. Now, if somebody has a tip for getting the cheese to stick on better, let me know, because I need it. But we're just gonna, I'm not gonna go too heavy, but you know, get some cheese on there. don't know if I should just like, y'all know the cheese starts clumping up, so gotta pat it a little bit. I don't know if I should just like kind of tap it in to get it to stick or what. 'Cause if you can't see on the side, it's kind of just falling. So I'm gonna just kind of tap it in, because why not? Whatever I can do to get the cheese to stick is what I'm gonna do. Next up, we're just gonna kind of, you know, roll that in and hope for good results. See, that looks pretty good. Oh, let me get y'all a closer view. Y'all see that? Y'all see that corn? That should be a nice corn. It's pretty layered all around. Now to wrap it, I'm gonna just put it a little closer to one side than the other. Put it around, and I'm gonna do it as tight as possible and roll. Okay, roll. There we go. So that cheese is locked in, and now I'm gonna twist both ends and repeat. Alright, we are now going to go ahead and heat up our oven. I usually put things between 7 and 8 unless I see it's too hot, and then I'll turn it down. But my usual is between 7 and 8, or high, mid, high, and low, whatever, however you want to put that. I'm going to apply a little bit of oil just to coat the pan, just to coat, and then I'm gonna do butter. Now our pan is now heated up, so I'm gonna start by putting not too much butter in. The butter's pretty melted, so just gonna get that in there. And since I coated the pan, our oven is also on the lean a little bit, so it helps with that too, to make sure everywhere is covered, because it builds up back here. So when I apply a little bit of oil and some butter, it gets up here too. I'm now going to go ahead and put in my lamb with our trusty tongs. So we're going to try to gather this out of the bowl. There we go. And place that in. See, because our oil is all the way over here, we ain't got much of a sizzle. I like to hear more of a sizzle when I start. So I'm gonna wait to put in this other one and let this heat up some more, because it ain't sizzling. Alright, I'm gonna just go ahead and put the other one in. This is folding in the bowl, but it'll unfold once it's in. There we go. Now we're gonna make it fit like a jigsaw. See, there we go. Now those can start cooking. We're gonna flip, and then it'll go in the oven to finish off cooking. As our lamb is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and place foil into the pan it'll be going in. And I'm going to place foil in the pan for the potatoes. As you can see, this recipe here takes a lot of foil, so have your foil on deck. As you can see, our lamb is cooking nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 385, and look at that lamb. I know you can't smell it, but it smells really good. Like, just try to smell it through the screen. It's there. It's there. Okay, as that is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and put the corns in the oven. Don't mind our pizza tray. She's just been cooked on, that's all. I'm not quite sure how long to keep this in. Just keep it to your foil look right, okay? We can now check on this lamb. So as you can see, that blood is starting to rise towards the top. I'm gonna check on the back, on the bottom real quick. Yep, I'm struggling. Alright, it's looking good. We're gonna get our pieces back together. There we go. And let that sit for longer. While I'm sitting and waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the potatoes. So that's what I was saying when I said it comes with seasoning. It comes with this little packet, and then I add a little more. So the instructions are telling us to remove sleeve in the seasoning packet, pack it, and then place the tray in the microwave. So we don't have to take this off for anything. And then we're gonna put it in for 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, as you can hear, the heat is getting hot, it's popping, and I ain't trying to get burnt. We are going to go ahead and flip these. And then whatever isn't browned can get browned in the oven. The real sizzling is the garlic, but that's okay. I actually need to flip my lambs to get it to fit. Alright, just split over a bit. There we go. And then get them fitting in. Alright, our potatoes are now done and hot. I'm now going to go ahead and open them to release some of that heat and let them sit for a second because I ain't trying to burn my finger. Alright, I'm now going to cut this off and put my lamb in this so that it can cook off the rest in the oven. And I mean, everybody that's cooking already knows this, but please be so careful. We're now going to place this in the oven next to our corn. Hot, 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 hot. Be so careful. And our corn is looking great. We're now going to get started on our potatoes. I'm just going to cut these, most of them in half. Some of them I might cut in 4. That's fine in half. I think all of these will be fine in half. It is hot, so be very careful. Yo, look at this little baby potato. I don't even really need to cut it, but I'm gonna cut it anyway. Everybody feels used, okay? Our plate is starting to get full, so I'm gonna dump these halves back in and then finish off the rest of the potatoes. We will make sure to get them all. Y'all, these garlic parm herb potatoes are so delicious. I love them. Alright, that's all our potatoes. Any of them that are bigger that I can cut into a quarter? Okay. Never mind. I'm now going to make a butter and seasoning melt. So we're just going to get some butter into this little bowl and melt that, and then I'll put some seasoning in. I'm now going to add our seasoning to our butter. Okay. And mix that up. The seasoning definitely smells very herby. Okay. Y'all, black people really just put their knife on anything. I'm sorry. And we're going to pour that on. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. And shake it up. Add a plate on top of that. And give you a preview of that. Y'all see that? Yeah. Yeah. That's what my potatoes are looking like. Now I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese once I put it in my pan and a little bit more seasoning. Now that our potatoes are done, I can put them in here. And this part, yes, the potatoes are already cooked, so it doesn't stay in there for long. But this part is really just for the Parmesan cheese. Y'all, don't them potatoes look? I could eat them now, which I really could, but not going to because I want the cheese. And now I'm going to try to give everybody a little space. Everybody as in the potatoes, yes. We're talking about the potatoes here. Okay. Not everybody's going to be able to get face upward. So that's okay. And there's obviously not enough space in here for all the potatoes to have their own room. But just going to double that back in there. And then do some Parmesan cheese over it. Okay, there we go. And place her in the oven. Let me go ahead and show y'all how everything is looking. Here we have the lamb. The potato just went in. The corn you can't see because of the foil, but the lamb looks amazing. So that lamb will be getting taken out real soon because it looks about done to me, but I'm gonna let it go for a little while longer. The corn, I'm really just waiting for a little bit of brown on the foil to ensure that it's nice and what's what I'm looking for. That cheese is nice and browned on there. And then the potatoes, I'm gonna just wait for the Parmesan cheese to brown over. Not too brown, like just get a little crisp. And then we're gonna take that out and everything will be done. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and get that lamb out of the oven so we can test it. Y'all hear and see that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut into a piece. I wanna make sure the piece I cut into isn't fat. Okay, I'm gonna cut over here. Yo. I think a lot of this lamb is fat. That doesn't really matter. Okay, whatever. Based off what I see, we are fully cooked thoroughly. There's no red, not a piece of red. If you can see that, that's great. I definitely like my steak on the more well done side. So this right here, that no red, perfect for me. I'm going to try this. That's really hot and really good. So hot, but I want more. We're gonna cut some more. Yo, my friend wanted me to save her some, but I don't think I'll be seeing her until Thursday, and I have a family to feed. I don't know if it's gonna make it, but one day I'll be able to just cook it for her. That's very amazing. Give me 14 of them right now. Alright, so I went ahead and broke up all of our pieces. Here's my little brother's. He doesn't need much. My sister or my mom, whoever wants it. Another piece. Oh, okay. See, that's how you know it's cooked. It's falling off the bone. And, you know, I cooked. So, this is my piece. You know who you are, and you know who asked for it. I love you, and go get it next time. Now I can hear my corn sizzling and dripping, so I'm gonna take that out. I don't know why, but my tripod is literally jiggling right now. Ooh. It's literally juices on the pan. So that's definitely done. So we got our lamb, we got our corn. Now we're just waiting on the potatoes. It's time. They're done. Yay. The potatoes are done. And I can eat. I'm going to go ahead and fix my plate before the family comes to feast so that you can see I did truly cook. I didn't cook nothing. It wasn't empty. Okay? I like to get a thorough amount of potatoes. I have a really strong love for potatoes. We really need to see how this corn did because I'm really eager for that. So, yeah. Alright, we're going to scoot all this over so that we can get the corn, which will be hot. So, phew, okay. Let's unwrap. So what we're hoping for is that all the cheese did not go to the foil instead of the corn. You can see how tight I wrapped it, hoping that we could get the job done. I think this is my second or third time making street corn by myself, and I really hope it did well. Oh wow, that's sad. Can you see that? That's what we were hoping won't happen. I have one piece of cheese. But like I was saying, you can scrape the cheese from the side and place it back on your corn. So that's what I'm going to have to do. So yeah, that's pretty much my final plate. I hope you guys enjoyed. And shalom.